To tonight's Sketchy Live. My name's Andy Marshall, and tonight I'm illustrating the second Elijah and Crumpet kids book. I'm currently working on the third double page spread. The background is all done, and just working on adding the characters to that background. And last night I worked on doing the outlines for all three. That was Elijah. Now I'm working on Crumpet, and I've also got the mum character coming up, and tonight I'll be colouring those out, and I'll also be discussing the topic of don't let your art speak for itself, because I think it's a way of kind of shooting yourself in the foot as an artist when it comes to marketing. So stick around, add your comments in the comments section, involve yourself in the chat, and hang out for about an hour while I add some colour to these characters. And if you want to check out the first book that I've illustrated for Elijah and Crumpet, I have put a link for it in the comments if you want to check it out, and maybe even buy a copy. That'll be awesome. Hello. Which hopefully might make the live stream look a little better. I've adjusted my picture so it doesn't change all the time every time I bring my hand in or bring up an image, so it doesn't blow out. And I've also fixed my focus, so hopefully it should remain sharp. So we'll just see how that looks. Might just up the quality on the screen, which is my kind of check screen. That looks a lot better than what I have been getting recently. I'm only outputting at 720, basically because I'm doing a lot of these lives, and I don't have a very good internet connection where I'm broadcasting from. So yeah, so what I've been up to is I have been doing the characters for this double page spread here, and so I've done the outlines of the characters. You can see Crumpet there, you can see Mum there. Hi Rob, how you doing? But I'm not liking the quality of it by bringing it on the background. So I think I'm going to at least try it out with one of them, is do the colouring and get the character coloured out completely first, and then insert them onto the background, because this is something that I haven't kind of done before. And as I say, like, I'll be able to create these stacks. So I've got a stack of gum trees, I've got a stack for the double page spreads, so I'll have a whole heap of Elijahs, a whole heap of Crumpets, a whole heap of Mums, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm best to colour them out in this stage here. Now just need to make an adjustment here because my charger doesn't seem to be charging. I just got a low battery error, which isn't good. And I seem to have lost the fixed. Yeah, I've lost it. It keeps adjusting every time I bring my hand in. That's a pain. Anyway, so what I've done is I've made a colour palette for Mum, Crumpet, and Elijah, so that way it's easy to make adjustments as I go along. So yeah, let's start colouring. Need to make an uncoloured copy. Cutting pages as well, yep, good idea. I'll probably do that now. It's probably best. So duplicate So get 2 of those, and then go in. And now one thing I didn't take note of, he has, so yeah, Crumpet's got the darker colour for his fur, and then the lighter colour around his mouth. Oops, no, I don't want to delete that swatch, thank you very much. Okay, so as you can see, it's a nice fast one. I'm getting a lot better colouring into the lines than what I was on the big background. So because I'd shrunk it right down. It's a pain. I need to start with him over there so I can drag it right back. Here we go. Work out where the threshold kind of kicks over so I can get it coloured in as much as possible. So that's all good. And for what I can do for the little background bits like so, is just go like that. Just kind of do the funnel. Oh, I didn't leave myself enough page again. That's the one problem with this drag and slide. I know why I didn't do that, because I'm on the wrong layer. That's better. Good stuff. Now go back to this layer. Get a big line and just kind of make those look lovely. Like so, yeah, you had a good day, Rob? So Andy, time to tell everyone what this book is about. Well, okay, so the secret thing that we're keeping secret is that they're going on a trip for Scouts. And Crumpet's learning what being a super scout is about. And so yeah, you might have been able to, anyone who did a lot of looking into the illustrations might have gone, oh, there's a whole heap of tents which look the same. There's all these activities which kind of, you might have been able to guess, but so yeah, so that's really cool. We're doing this with the Scouts' approval, and you know, it's so awesome that Elijah is involved in the Scouts and has a great time being involved in the Scouts, just seeing some of the recent photos on Instagram and whatnot. And so it's great to incorporate that in part of the Elijah and Crumpet journey, as well as like the kind of the kids' book journey of it as well. Hopefully Scouts will be able to use the book as a fundraiser to distribute it far and wide. That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. So, you know, Scouts, it's a pretty big thing. So it'll be super cool if I can use that as a fundraiser, get it out there, get it in the hands of abilities, and kind of just encourage kids to get outside and get in it and enjoy nature. And all the good things that come along with scouts, like marshmallows around the fire, for instance. Scouts are keen to work together with the diversity, education and goals. That's very cool, Rob. That is awesome. So that is looking like we got that filled out quite well. Now we go to the hand colour. Same issue, because I need to be on that one. Here we go. Anywhere I've got this kind of stuff, Rob, with a bit of an overlapping line on the fingers, is kind of stuff that I'll touch up when I'm adding highlights and shadows and stuff. Just so you know. So as Elijah says on his recent YouTube video, we're using Motivate Man first as a trial to get the logistics. Then we'll decide how to proceed with the Super Scouts book. Yep, that's very cool. So go on over to, I've got the link here for Elijah and Crumpet. Go check out their YouTube channel and check out all their latest videos so you can see what's going on there. And Keely, how you doing? Artist Keely, great to see you. I hope you're doing well. It sounded like you were that well the other night, so yeah, I hope you're feeling better tonight and things are going okay. So we're just bringing in, we've just had the announcement that the secret element to this book is it's Elijah and Crumpet go on a scouts camp. So so that's really cool, and we've got the scouts on board and everything. So it's very exciting. Yeah, had that for his eyes. It's a bit more of a grey. Not good, still waiting, seeing surgeon on the 13th. Oh, hope you can get sorted out with that soon. It's not a good time to be hitting hospitals at the moment. Everything that's going on. Kitty, one day at a time. Art helps. Yes, art does help. Indeed, it does. So now, what I've got, we've got an interesting bit with Crumpet's nose. Now I think I'm going to do it as a layer over the top and then rub out back from behind here. And then I'll get into today's topic of don't let your art speak for itself. Or don't let your art speak just by itself, or, because you know how lots of people go, well, the art should speak for itself, mate. want to challenge that notion. You know, also provide a bit of a talking point. Which is nice to have a talking point, a theme. So, this is my plan for getting my face colour. Now, of course, I need to, yeah, that's a bugger. Doodly-doodly. Yes. It's because there's no actual line work for this edge of Crumpet's mouth, so it makes it hard to fill the colour. So anyway, here goes. A steady hand is required. Keely, the backpack is cute. Awesome drawing. Thank you very much. Thank you. That means a lot. I had some issues getting this first drawing out. Had stylus issues, or broken screen, then stylus, and then I kind of discovered my tendency that I draw better character sketches from scratch as a pencil illustration, and then converting to digital, because I find it quite hard to do an original character sketch straight into Procreate. I find scratching around with a lead pencil easier. All that rubbing out with the eraser and sculpting and shaping and sculpting some more. Just find that kind of works for doing a sketch of someone. Or a monkey. Okay, I think that kind of technique works. Banana toothpaste sounds interesting. Yeah, and you know what? It exists. My kids have got kids toothpaste, and we've got raspberry and blueberry and all kinds of stuff. And I think we've even had banana at one stage. Like, it's weird that they make the kids' toothpaste taste like sickly lollies, you know, the exact opposite of, you know, why you need kids in a dentist is sickly lollies, you know. So you make the kids' toothpaste taste like sickly lollies. I don't know the logic of, you know what. Here we go. Let's see how that looks when we bring up the opacity. Sweet. Let's do a bit out of here. Oops. So Keely, have you mucked around on Procreate at all? Any digital illustration stuff? Skilled at painting on rocks or stones. Now, might go with a blue, dark blue, kind of colour blue grey for the backpack. I think that coloured it. No, wrong layer. Here we go. There we go. I've been taking it easy doing watercolour. Very cool. I'd like to have a go. I actually did I was mowing the lawns for an artist who did watercolour classes, and I did a few classes and it was great fun. I'd like to explore it further at some stage. I checked the book. He didn't have the line on any side shots of Crumpet. You mean this line, the mouth line? Yeah, so that's why I've done it like that. To keep the consistency, and I found it looks a bit odd to have that line around there. So I think that's why we went for that decision. You almost need like a continuity editor. I think Rob is playing the part of continuity editor. I might actually have to, so just to show you how this is done, so I'll get that colour of a blue, changes the colour up there, I tap on there, go to palettes and go here, and it says set to current colour, so I can add that colour to Crumpet's swatch, which is very nice indeed. Then I've got to go to the underside to paint this out because the mesh is a little bit crazy. I like telling a story or reading a poem that inspired the idea of a subject I created to paint. Yeah, that's cool. That's in the theme of tonight's thing. Nose line is orangey, not black. Yes, I know that. I'll be able to make those changes as well. So there we go. It's good to be able to have something like that to talk about, Keely, while you're doing your live stream. Otherwise you can get a bit stuck for words. There we go. Make that a bit bigger. Banana toothpaste, so good. As long as it's not the, I always had a thing about bananas from school. That would always be the thing which ended up hot and squashed. I had like a science book. I remember that one day a banana escaped in my lunchbox and it got squashed along all the pages, down the sides of all the pages of my big fat science book. And for the whole year I had the smell of rotting banana down the side of the pages, and they would kind of pull apart weirdly and rip. So yeah, I've got scarring on that one. Back soon, no worries, Rob. Now tomorrow I may not be able to do a live stream. I won't promote it because I'm not sure, because we'll be somewhere else. My wife's looking at a job in the even more country than the country we're in right now, and so yeah, I'm not sure what the cellular thing will be like. So don't want to hardcore like that. I just want to might have to wait and see. I might just leave it a straight curvy edge until I get the background on, because it's not doing what I'd hoping it would do, so I'll just make it a curve. And teddy bear hamster, what's this? I'm painting a hamster rock today. Lol, my first hamster ever. Teddy bear hamster. Nice. Teddy bear hamster. And do you have like, Keely, do you have like an Etsy shop or something where you sell your, no, that's done that, and that's because the tongue's down there. I'm going to have to do the tongue again, of course. You see, this is the thing with digital. Has always got it's like a game of chess, getting everything on the right layer. Okay. So, bring that down a bit so I can see where I'm painting. And now we do this again. Yes, random rock paints. Cool. It's an interesting niche. Rock paintings. Doing the old hold your breath as you go around. And so I'm still on the mono line. Might actually experiment with HB pencil coming in here, because this is the first real time. Yes, that's a lot less harsh. That's cool. Bring that up full again. And I did actually Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I thought I had another colour for Crumpet, for his eyes. Yeah, it's hard to see because the background colour is exactly the same colour. Okay, so I will need to do that one. There's another layer up there. Monoline, and that's also another good reason of doing outside of the background, is because when you get up to the resolution for kind of book publishing, your layers start to become less and less. I'm down to about there's about 15 layers or something. That's what I mean by kind of a game of chess. You just can't keep adding endless layers. You need to kind of manage your layers. Here we go. And now I'll just go around the outside and tidy up. And now that needs to be back on monoline. Isn't it funny how shading always brings you out to life? Yeah, and it's funny, Elijah and Crumpet, I didn't realise I wasn't subscribed to your channel, Keely. I am now, and just checked out your vids. It's made an extra channel, Random Rock Paints. Yeah, so Keely's got a few channels, yeah, Random Rock Paints. I think that's the one you're spending most time on at the moment. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm just getting this bit of shading. This is about the only bit of shading I'm doing on Crumpet at the moment, because I'm kind of waiting for when all the elements are on the page, I'll do all the shading, textures, for highlights, because I'll be working from a light source, working out where my light source is, and kind of making it all mesh with that. I suppose it's this thing of kind of trying to work in layers. Yeah, you can. It gives you the potential to shoot yourself in the foot, but it gives you the potential to really move things along when you've got all the elements in place. Now, the orange that I want, go out to another picture of Crumpet. That one might be too small. I might have to go out to, actually let's just see what I've got in my photos. Here we go. I've got this one, and I just leave him over there. And I've also got this painted edge as well, which is something I tend to do once it's on the background. But I'll get the colour for the swatch now. I think that's the colour I've already got in there. And there's this orangey kind of one. Which is close to that colour. behind my sketched layer. And I can add that orangey tone. I can also bring it out more by deleting some of the sketch layer. Back on the HB. Delete what I just did and go make sure I'm on the outline layer. There we go. Be interesting to see these interior go. As I say, this is all new territory for me, creating these. No, not doing it that way. And I may have already so get that on monoline. I'm underneath the outline. That dark brown should be under there. But then it's a question if there's something else I could have done, I just realised, but I won't do it for this drawing. I shall show you on the next drawing. But that kind of, does that make it more brown? That was on that layer, and then on that layer I'm doing sketch. There we go. And you would find it eventually. But so that is not an efficient way of doing it. I know an efficient way of doing it, but I've kind of done it the wrong way around for this. In fact, what I might do is when I've got it on the background, I don't know. It's interesting. There's many ways you can go about it. Anyway, I'm going to leave Crumpet the way Crumpet is right now. Move on to the next drawing. And now I will duplicate that as well. So we've got the outline for colouring in and stuff. So in terms of Elijah's colour scheme, Elijah. Now, there's one thing I think I've missed out on with Elijah is that now if I have it here, he kind of has that brown bits on his hair as well, which is pretty similar to the Crumpet colour. So what I'll do is outline on the brown and then do, I think it is alpha lock. Not sure. Oh yes, I can change the colour of the lines, which is a very nice feature. So as you can see, I kind of shot myself in the foot with that drawing of Crumpet before, because I didn't do it, did I? But you know, you live and learn, and you don't do that again, and you hopefully learn from your mistakes and you move on. Maybe you could do grab a colouring in page from a website and work your magic on it. Also, I tried something different and told a story in the beginning of A Fox and the Bird. I'd be so happy to. Green is my favourite colour, and also I like purple. I love purple. Purple used is really great. Okay, so getting on to the theme of the live, that this second book is Super Scout book, is the thing of don't let your art speak by itself, which is kind of a play on just let your art speak for itself, mate, because I think that general notion of just let your art speak for itself kind of works if you're a massive artist that kind of everybody knows about and all of that. So, you know, the backstory is kind of already known. But when you're an artist that no one knows about, I don't think you can afford to really let the art speak for itself. And I think that's a play on the idea of, you know, the art just needs to be really good, which is, you know, obvious. Of course it needs to be really good, but I don't think it should speak for itself, especially in terms of let's think, especially in terms of marketing, because there are lots of stories to be told when it comes to undo that one because it's still on alpha lock now. Take that off alpha lock, and oops. There we go. There we have it. So you can kind of people see different things in art, so there are many ways to interpret it different. It may have more meaning for them, what they intended perhaps. You know, and I think when I think of art that speaks for itself, and because I don't have much in the way of art training, I think of someone like Banksy, who puts stuff up and it's kind of making a bit of a political statement or something, or has a sense of humour, and you know that humour obviously comes through and that statement comes through, and hang on a second, I think I've done a Crumpet colour for Elijah's hair here. Go back, and Elijah's hair. So I think there are some cases where the art can speak for itself, but I don't think that should be the sole thing. So the other kind of ideas are kind of like, what's the inspiration story? Why you're doing what you're doing? Is a whole story in itself. And I'm doing the Elijah and Crumpet kids book because Rob asked me to, and because I thought it would be a really cool project. But Rob's got a whole different story of why he was inspired to create this book, and to create a series of books. So there's that whole story that you can weave into your marketing and your... So his t-shirt is red. I'm thinking... I know we've kind of got a blue for Crumpet's backpack. We're going backpack colours here. I think I might go a bit of a green. Is he going to be in uniform? Well, he is now. Now that we've announced that we've got the because I was doing him in a red t-shirt before. Don't want to do that. Going behind. So yes, he will be in uniform because he's on his way to the car. So I can make alterations to the stripes, put them on. I reckon I can get the woggle thing happening too. Now what needs to go on the outline? I don't know where that blotch came from. Must be in the outline. That's weird, because that's the top layer. Oh yeah, I can draw over it. Must have had a bit of colour there or something. Better explain what a woggle is. Yes, a woggle is okay, so let's go. While the cat's out of the bag, I've hidden somewhere here. Or was it on my phone? No, it's not in there. It's not in there. Ah, no, it's on my phone. I've got the Super Scout picture of Elijah in his uniform. So I can't really get that. Anyway, a woggle. I'm waffling. So a woggle is the thing, the thing that you commonly see with there's kind of I don't know, what is it, the material you hang around your neck? Because that's not the woggle. The woggle's the thing that ties it together like a tie. You pull it through. It's like a big handkerchief. You keep your lunch in it or something. I don't know if there's a use for it apart from having it around your neck. It's a scarf only. Okay. It could be in this current age a coronavirus blocker. Now, looking here, Elijah outline. And we'll get They take it off during activities and then put it on for parade. Okay, well that's good to know. So that's... Okay, so here we go with the blue. Layer 4, I might make it a bit semi-transparent because that's what it's going to be anyway. God, my stylus pen's falling apart again. At least it's not the tip this time. It's decided to unscrew itself. I need to invest in an Apple stylus or something like that. Because this one's fallen apart. There's probably training somewhere for alternatives for how to use the scarf. I'll call it a handkerchief. Yes, any video recommendations need to be watched after the live stream, which I'm keeping to an hour now. I'm playing the playbacks, the fast time lapses at the start of each live, so you can kind of catch up on what I've been doing. And also, I think if I go live, if I go live for the whole thing, it potentially slows me down a bit. I think I get in a faster groove when I'm just going. So then I can adjust the intensity of that blue. It's always best to wait until completely done. That's for white. I think we've just got, I haven't added just normal white, eye white. So I'll just add some eye white. Qualifier 1, greetings from Estonia. Hey, how you doing, Qualifier 1? Great to have you. I think Elijah's hair needs to be more yellow. It might be slightly... I'll send you a copy. It might be the actual white balance I've got on my screen here, because it does look slightly different from what I'm looking at to what's up on screen. Hi, yeah. Question 1 from Estonia. Are you Italian? Are you Italian? Are you Italian? I think that's hello for Latvian. I'm Italian. Okay, cool. That's great. I am in South Australia, and Rob from Elijah and Crumpet is in Queensland, which is also in Australia, and Keely, if I'm not mistaken, is in Florida. So that's a cool spread. It's hard to tell. I'll do the whites of the eyes afterwards. Let's get to his face. So Elijah, slightly pink. Show me the outline. Bring it into there. Claim to fame, I got a speeding fine by the lovely police in Estonia. Oh yeah, cool. Hang on a minute, you've got a bit of a history with speeding fines, Rob. Didn't you get one in the Tesla as well? Bit of a lead foot, hey? I've got a bit of a reputation of being a bit of a grandpa behind the wheel. One time when I used to do outdoor movie screenings, I drove all the way back from my movie screening from the country and filled up with petrol when I got back in town. And there's still a roll of gaffer tape on the roof of a van. That is how crazy I am. I go wild when I drive. Okay, now I think if we take the background colour out, then we can do the eyes. It's looking I didn't add just a plain white for eyes. So I better put it in. Okay, we're on the outline, that's cool. And maybe I just have to go behind. Just a little bit in, just to get in a little bit there. I can make it look less weird again, and it also helps me because I can see that I need some skin colour on the background behind. Like so. There you go, that's looking a bit smoother and nicer. Just takes out those hard edges from when it's done a fill. Dark circles under the eyes like most days. I'll tell you what, I've got some pretty dark circles under my eyes at the moment. So Rob, I was saying before, I'm not sure if you were in front of the telly or the telly. Man, I'm on school. But I probably won't be doing a live tomorrow, but I'll kind of put up what I draw anyway, because we'll be even further out in the country tomorrow and just not sure what the reception will be like. Sketchy V, looking at your store, Elijah and Crumpet, I get sticker of favourite channels to put on the back of my computer. I also like to have a coffee mug. Oh, that's very good. Nice to see some merch swapping there. We started a cooking show on our garden channel using some of what we grow in our garden. Yeah, cool. Just make sure I'm reading all of it. I want to move more north now. I was thinking staying coastal on the east coast. Maybe North Georgia coastal area. Cool. Glad he doesn't. So I will, as I said, I'm kind of, now Elijah, I need to save his backpack colour. I need to keep these live streams to about an hour because I've been doing them about every day. So about 9 o'clock Australian Central Standard Time. Yeah, so stay tuned on my Instagram. You will see all the kind of finished pieces that come up. So keep an eye on the Instagram because that's where I post kind of finished work, and also stay tuned to the lives because basically at the start of the live is when I do up to that point. So like basically everything gets documented and put up, whether it's time lapse or whether it's real time like what I'm doing now. So thank you so much. Great to have 3 people in this time. That's totally awesome. Thank you so much. Qualifier 1, Keely, Art of Keely V, and Elijah and Crumpet. Yeah, slowly building those numbers, and it will be. It's been great to hang out with you, and we'll get to see what we get up to tomorrow. Oh, and we've got 2 likes on the live. That's totally awesome. So yeah, if people before they go, if there's anyone left who hasn't hit the like button or the subscribe button, that would be gratefully appreciated. And then I can add all these cool things like thank you so much for being here. I like all these little animations and sharing everyone in love. So I just got another person. See, that's the problem. That's why I've got to keep it to an hour. Come next time, people. Come next time. 9 o'clock Australian Central Standard Time. I will be here. Okay. Check you later, everyone. Have a great night.